For nearly 60 years, Sunrise Hospital in Las Vegas has been enhancing the lives of people all across southern Nevada. They come from all over the Southwest to one of the busiest ERs in the country. And for one of those patients, Virginia Nixon from Kingman, Arizona, the biggest blessing was walking out. 4 months earlier, an ambulance rushed Virginia over 100 miles, her life hanging in the balance.
I don't remember anything other than he took me down to the emergency in Kingman, and we walked in there, and that's it. I don't recall anything else.
What had previously been treated as a diabetic ulcer on her right leg progressed into a life-threatening infection.
She came in with a diagnosis of necrotizing fasciitis, which is a bad infection of the leg. And the initial reason for transfer was the potential for amputation because the infection was just getting out of hand. She was very septic. She was delirious. She wasn't alert. She eventually stopped breathing and needed to be on a ventilator.
That would have been my decision to have her leg taken off. And I talked with Dr. Blanco and I said, well, there's no other way. Then I will sign the paperwork to do that. Because I'd rather have her without a leg and she'll still be alive.
That's when Dr. Blanco's true expertise kicked in.
My initial gut feeling was, I'm not going to take this lady's leg off. I think this leg can be salvaged. I think we can treat the infection. And that's where the wound team came in.
We're above most places, especially when it comes to wound care, because we have the new technology of using wound images for wounds, which no other place does. We have what we call the Anyone Tool program, and it is an electronic workflow that allows us to recognize wounds with images starting at the ED. So as soon as Virginia came in, the emergency room took the picture using the tool and uploaded it into the system, so there was immediate communication. I can't tell you enough, I had a calling to see her, I really did. It was something with the images that gave me emotion.
Nancy took over. She said, let me take over and let me see if I can save that leg. And so from that day on till now, she's been very helpful. I don't even know how to tell you how many hours that lady has spent on this leg.
With the infection cleared, Nancy and the wound team led Virginia through weeks of treatment, including a skin graft and intense physical therapy to get her back on her feet.
I just got drawn into her case, and I just spent hours and hours with her to do what was needed to walk out of here. That was our only goal, is to walk out of there, and we did everything we could.
We got to give it to her body and her will and her family that have been there throughout it.
We've been married almost 57 years, and she's a very strong-willed woman.
We still work together, and we don't plan on retiring. So, you know, I had to get this thing taken care of. I got to go get well, that's all there is to it. I got to go back to work. And at my age, like I said, I still love to work. And a lot of the friends have called me, and they miss me, and they can't wait to have me back. So I'm glad to get you going back home after almost 4 months.
And walk away she did, grateful to the entire team at Sunrise Hospital who helped her get back on her feet and on the road to Kingman.